Today's show is brought to you by Browtodd.com. B-R-A-U-T-A-G, the new Browtodd Premium Brewing System, is a high-quality Herm system developed by yours truly to take your brewing to the next level. And by yours truly, I mean Todd and James. The Browtodd consists of 3 premium stainless steel 20-gallon kettles, perfect for brewing 15-gallon batches, and each comes equipped with durable ball valves and easy-to-use stainless steel quick connects. The Browtodd controller is an innovative, no-nonsense controller developed to make your brew day better. It's easy to understand, which makes it easier for you to fully control the brewing process. Dial in your temperatures with ease and control the entire process at the flick of a switch or the push of a button. The Browtodd also comes with 2 premium centrifugal pumps and all the necessary cables conveniently labeled just for you. Go to Browtodd.com and learn more about our special introductory offer, which includes $500 off MSRP, free shipping, and a ton of free add-ons, such as a 15-gallon recipe kit of your choice, 3 packs of liquid imperial yeast, a premium refractometer, pH meter and testing kit, a 1-year membership to Brewer's Friend Premium, SandStep sanitizer, Brew Clean, and more. Head over to Browtodd.com to find a list of our retail partners and let us help make your brew day better. Hey guys, welcome to this kind of special video. We're doing a taste testing of, is it 6 or 7? I don't know. 7. Yep. 7 different pale ale, or pardon me, the same pale ale.
Same base recipe.
Yeah, base recipe. The bittering hop was Magnum, which is the only hop that's the same in all of these. Right. The flavor hop and the aroma hop will be 7 different hops.
Perfect. And these are all from Hang 'em High. They're available for sale at homebrewsupply.com and catconnection.com, I believe. And so we were excited. I'm excited to taste them because I feel like we've been brewing them forever. It's been the last 9 weeks, or am I exaggerating?
It's been a while. Because I think, Todd, we had talked, you'd thought that you'd brewed a batch, but you remember you just had your surgery.
Yeah.
And
but it was my idea. I didn't do any of the work, but it was my idea.
It was your idea.
But James did all the work.
No, not all of it.
James did 5/7 of the work.
You did 5/7
yes.
of the work. You're right.
Thank you, James. Props to everyone.
Let's try this first one. We're going from number 1 all the way down to number 7. This is Michigan Copper. I'll tell you what it should feature as we taste it. That is a very straightforward pale ale.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Like that is, it's not hot today. It's only like 85. I'd say, Todd, on your new lawn out there.
Yes.
When it's like 102.
Yes.
This is what I want to drink.
It'd be a decent beer. Yeah.
This would be a good beer for that. There's not a whole lot going on, which I prefer. It is saying that you should be getting some floral, tropical, fruit punch, pepper, and cherry notes. Now, I'm not going to lie. I don't really get a lot of any of it.
Yeah, I don't get the cherry for sure.
I definitely
probably throw it out.
The floral is probably the most that comes through to me.
Maybe a hint of pepper.
The color is great. Let me switch over to this camera real quick if I can. You can see, and that's going to be pretty consistent with all of these, though.
Well, 6 out of 7.
You're right, because one of them is a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Oh,
the one you brewed, you left the.
I left out the specialty malt.
The 40 malt that gave it the color. Yeah.
Anyway,
I didn't know you were going to bring that up.
I didn't mean to. It's all right. I'm editing this video.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Smells good.
It does. This seems like I was hoping. Obviously. I play the good role of the schmuck who doesn't know a lot, and I was like, no, I'm going to know how to compare this to another hop or I can't really. I mean, this is very straightforward. Is the only way I can describe it. Like it's not.
Yeah, and it's not. I wouldn't call it an IPA. It's not that bitter.
No, right.
So,
right. This is how I want a pale ale to taste.
Mm-hmm. And we should talk about the hop additions on that.
Yeah.
So we did a 15, and then we did a 5, and then we did a whirlpool. And I did the whirlpool on the 5 batches that I did them at 180 for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So it was real simple. We just did 1 ounce.
What I'm doing on these is
per 5-gallon batch.
Oh, sorry. What I'm doing on these is I'm hitting them at the end with the creamer action on the CM Becker so that we get basically a fully carbonated beer, but with a little head on the top so we can get that aroma.
Perfect.
So,
oh, we got fresh glasses. Look at this stuff. Thank you.
There you go. And I'm gonna need these glasses fairly soon. So you want to introduce the next one?
The next one is a bergamot, which, oh, I see the logo. I was gonna say, isn't that a type of orange? A bergamot? Or it's some kind of...
I'll take your word.
Yeah. Well, their logo, look at the logo for it.
I can't have my glasses on. I just see a green block.
I'm waiting for the TV to scroll over.
Bergamot, yeah, it is.
Yeah, you're right. So we should mention too the program here that we're using.
Yeah. Well, behind us, there's a little bit of a glare because we're filming during the daytime. But taplist.io, if y'all have ever seen a video that we've done in the barn, you've noticed his beer menu. You've had it implemented as early as last HomebrewCon 2020, and you made it a point to make sure all 8 beers you have on tap.
Yes, all 8. So we have 6 here, and we have 2 on this kegerator over here. Only one of them is not the one of the ones that we're tasting today.
Right, so for this bergamot, we should be tasting mango or orange.
I really smell the citrus. Yeah.
That's the first thing that definitely sticks out. Dank, I love that word for describing an...
that just doesn't sound appetizing to me. Dank.
Cherry, zest, lemongrass, limeade, juniper, orange juice, aroma type notes.
I definitely taste citrus, orange.
Look at the beta acids.
Maybe
7.66.
Wow, a bitter orange peel. I taste that on the end.
Maybe a little of that juniper, which is interesting because that's one of my favorite flavors.
I definitely get orange peel.
Yeah,
at the very end. I definitely get orange peel.
You know, when you chew on if you ever bit into an orange peel, you get that astringency.
Yeah.
That's smooth.
A little bit of that. But it's really good.
That's a good beer.
Todd, somebody asked me when we talked about it on the show if we were going to sell or at least publish the base recipe we use.
Yeah, we can do that. In fact, Lorena came up with it, right?
Brewer's friend, Lorena. Our friend Lorena. How dare you?
Lorena, I'm so sorry. I did it again. I apologize. But I've been drinking. I've already had 3 ounces.
Yeah.
In fact, on the show notes, when you post it, you can put the recipe down below.
That's a great idea.
I think it's a good recipe to test the different hops.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that if I did it over again, if I wouldn't bitter it slightly less.
Yeah.
That
was, we're talking about a 5-gallon batch here. It was 1 ounce of Magnum hops at the 60.
Yeah, which isn't a lot, but it's
1 ounce at 15, 1 ounce at 5, and 1 ounce in the whirlpool. So there's 4 ounces of hops. But bittering Magnum, as you well know, is pretty high alpha acids. So maybe.
And again, go ahead. Sorry, I was going to say, just showing the color thing, as you can tell.
Yeah,
just
they're all
very consistent. Besides one of them.
Yeah,
except
all
for
the
one.
same.
Yeah.
But
man, that's good though.
I think that you could take the same recipe and maybe not use Magnum, use something else, and throw some lager yeast, and you could have a pretty good Pilsner. If you wanted to use pale malt, you could also swap the base malt amount. I think it's, what do we do, 10 pounds? And then 3 pounds of 40L or a pound and a half. I have to go back and look. I should know because we brewed so much of it, but real simple recipe to do.
It smells way more citrusy than it tastes. The orange is there, but the aroma of it is stronger than the taste to me. Like I don't taste it as strong as I smell it.
And I know the 5 that I did, with the exception of the 1 that I did in buckets, I did it really cold fermentation. We're talking like 60, low 60s.
Did you? Mm-hmm. Well, and was the idea behind that to get it more crisp? To clarify?
Yeah, I didn't want any esters clouding the hop aromas and taste.
Trying to tell the difference between them, so that makes sense to do that.
And the yeast that we were using was Imperial, and it was Flagship. It's kind of powdery, but it's real efficient and it works down real low temperature.
There you go.
I think Flagship might be the best selling of their strains on Homebrew Supply.
Maybe so.
It seems like every pale ale IPA comes with it. All right, so the third one again. It's called Gemini. Again, all of these are from Hang'em High hops, new to us. I don't know how long they've been around. We're supposed to have them on the show at some point. I was told.
I think we're going to have them on after this.
Okay.
We wanted to get this done first. We apologize that it took us so long to do this.
Well, it's a lot of beer to do.
It was a lot of beer to do.
7 batches, 15-gallon batches.
Although I have to say the batch I did, I think it was one of the easiest batches I've ever done. So
Okay, on this one, I'm going to let y'all tell me what you taste because I'm very interested if you get any of this out of it that they're saying should come through.
I taste kind of a melon.
This is like those Facebook videos where they say a word, and they're saying a word, and if you see it on screen, you hear that word. But if you look at the other word while they're saying it, it sounds like they're saying that other word. Because I'm trying to think now, I taste that, but I'm wondering if I would have tasted it if I didn't see it in the notes.
I taste a little spicy notes.
Yep. All right, you want me to tell y'all what it's saying you might taste?
Okay.
Some honeydew.
That's melon. Wow.
Strawberry, eucalyptus, rosemary, fruit cocktail, and fruit cocktail aroma notes.
That's the fruit cocktail.
Fruit cocktail, and I can definitely taste some melon.
Yeah, because if you eat a grape in the fruit cocktail, the bitterness of the grape peel, and then the sweetness kind of mixes together, and you get that one little taste. That's what's in here.
The melon is very present on my tongue too.
Yeah.
But that's why I was wondering, like, it says honeydew. Am I tasting it because I read that I'm supposed to taste it? Or is that what it actually is? Because I don't taste any strawberry.
Yeah,
I don't know if I could pinpoint eucalyptus if I were to get it in my nose. I don't think I want to taste it.
Yeah, that doesn't sound appealing.
Yeah.
Eucalyptus beer.
Well, and to be fair, when I wrote that, they do say aroma notes. So it's aroma and flavor.
You're right. Well, the fruit cocktail is what's under aroma notes. Mm-hmm. Or did you take this from them, or did you write this yourself?
No, I took it from, that's their description, but they basically said aromas of.
Gotcha.
And they really didn't talk about taste. It was on their website when they talked about the hops. They mentioned taste in the beginning on a couple of them, but they weren't consistent. They didn't say it on all of them.
Gotcha.
So I'm assuming that they're putting taste and aroma somewhat together, because they are kind of usually somewhat together, right?
You nailed it though with honeydew. I mean, it's right there at the forefront of my palate when I taste it. I like it.
Oh, it's good.
I think so far the Michigan Copper is my favorite.
I like the bergamot so far.
Interesting, just because of how citrusy it is.
Yeah, it's pleasant.
That's good. Are we on number 4?
We are. We are on number 4.
Oh yeah, that's 3 that we've done.
Emerald Spire.
Yeah, I like that name.
That's one of the ones I did, because I remember writing that on the tag, thinking, "What is an emerald spire?" I don't know.
I don't know. Some of these.
Is that a flower or fruit?
Okay. Well, then good. Can't spoil it for you.
Here you go.
Yeah, I really hope the last aroma or one of the last ones it says on here is what we taste out of it. I don't smell it.
And that may have been the one that I did at room temp in
Here you go.
Fermenter, plastic fermenter.
Going over a little.
And again, just for proof.
Can't remember which
besides
one
the one I brewed. This one's a little lighter, and that's not the one I brewed. So
Yeah, it's the same recipe.
Yeah, but it's not much lighter. Not like mine. Mine's ale.
Yeah, it said pale ale, so you went for pale, right?
Yeah.
I had to re-pour mine because I couldn't remember which one was the one I poured.
Yeah.
All right, so this is Emerald Spire. Todd, you go first. I'll tell you. You go first because I already read. I don't want to try to sound smart when I'm just reading off the notes. Like, oh, you know what? I really smell. I smell. It's
That's not. There's not as much going on with that at all.
I almost need some water.
Yeah.
That's a reaction. The water to make sure you could.
Because the other one was a little stronger, so I'm trying to.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, this
kind
one
of cleanse
isn't.
my palate. Is that a Kolsch?
Whoa. There's not a lot going on at all.
That's pretty bland.
It's pretty bland, like very straightforward. But I do like the biscuit kind of finish.
I do. There is a very pronounced taste there, but I can't put my
Well, you know what
finger
I
on
did
it.
get in the smell, and again, anyone watching can go, "You just reading the notes and just saying it to look smart." Yes, I am, but I can smell the faintness of peach, and that's what it's talking about: peach, juicy fruit, white grape, watermelon,
Maybe white grape.
bubble gum,
Even
or melon rind. I did a faintness of peach.
It's really dry. It's a really dry.
It was a really
Yeah.
dry. I like it. I like this a lot. Mainly because it's so bland.
Yeah, it's
And that's not a bad word. I mean, I'm not using it bad. I don't know if you're using bland as a pejorative. I like it.
but there's like no sweetness to it.
No, that's super dry.
That had to have fermented down 1010. Because if that's the one I was thinking, I put in plastic fermenter buckets on the floor. I never hydroed the end.
That's number 4, right? On the,
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
cup.
I don't think I did.
Trying to think of what I'm going to drink tonight.
Very light body. That's easy to drink.
That's too smooth.
Yeah.
That's dangerous. I do. And you know what? When I just did that real quick on my cheeks, I got some of that watermelon kind of note.
Yeah, that would be the kind of beer you would give somebody that hasn't tried homebrew.
Absolutely.
It's very extremely light.
We're on number
Okay.
5. This
I'm
was
just going to clear the tap
another
here.
James Carlson special. Right? You did Paradigm?
Yep, that was the first one that was the first one I did at work. I don't remember which one I did here.
The one y'all did here, I thought was that Michigan Copper.
Was it?
I think it was. 'Cause
Yeah.
It said Michigan on it,
Oh, okay.
so it had to
Okay.
be.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't the other Michigan, so it had to be that one.
And that was the one that we did in the spike conical, and I did really cold fermentation and cold crashed it and let it condition.
It was good.
And we drank a lot straight out of the conical.
All right, let me put a little head on the top for aroma, and we'll be ready to go on number 5. Hello.
Because I remember telling Todd, we only
right.
got 10,
We'll mop.
10 gallons out of this batch. For some reason.
What happened to the yield?
All right.
Oh, on my nose. Is that on my nose? No.
Well, that's kind of a...
Quick cam shot. Great color. Try to get some on my nose. Is it okay? It's there. Yeah.
Maybe I'm hypersensitive to melon, but I swear I taste cantaloupe a little bit in that.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Or honeydew.
Y'all aren't wrong.
Oh, very interesting.
I'm not really good at,
I definitely get melon.
yeah.
I definitely get melon. That's the strongest thing for me. This says in the write-up, herbal is stome fruit. What is that? S-T-O-M-E.
I think that's cantaloupe.
Okay. Tropical. No.
Yeah. Honeydew. Or it's a kidney stone.
No, I taste cantaloupe, so it must be
Yeah, it
cantaloupe.
must be cantaloupe. Unless you copy and paste it, or did you write it yourself? Because
I just typed in what they had.
okay,
Yeah.
so it's possibly a spelling error.
Excuse me?
I'm just saying.
Stone fruit.
I don't know what you wrote.
Stoned fruit.
Yeah, stone fruit. Man.
Oh, maybe I wrote that last night.
Yeah, it tastes some cannabis, tropical, spice, melon, and candy aroma notes.
The candy I definitely get.
Candy and melon for me come through.
Yeah. And it's got a little bit more body and a little
Now,
more.
when they give the acids, the numbers, the beta and the alpha, what is that overall for the brewer like?
The higher the number, the higher the bittering agents that are formed under boiling or isomerization. I can't say that word.
You said it.
That's, one thing you guys got to remember is if you're scared of the bittering part of hops, don't worry about it on late additions because it's not enough time or heat to make that reaction take place. So you're just dealing with aromatics and flavor when you're doing late additions. The long ones, that's the ones that create bittering units.
It's not bad. It's my least favorite so far, though.
Oh, it's really funny because I
like it.
Yeah, I really like this one.
I think my favorite so far is Emerald Spire. It was so straightforward and really dry. And then Michigan Copper.
This could be my favorite, actually.
It's got a good balance between the body, the sweetness, and the hops.
See, to me, the melon is very straightforward, and I'm just not big on melon.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right, we're on 6. Yeah, we're moving along here. We almost drank 6 beers already.
Very tiny beer.
Yeah, I'm not good at math, but
Those are 3 ounce?
they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we got those for Kolsch Cup, and they worked out great. This is very reminiscent to me of Kolsch Cup, of just like, keep bringing them, and I'm going to make up stuff to say as I drink it. Oh, yeah, I taste that.
We have a rule about
tropical.
not burping on our podcast, so I was trying to be very quiet on that, but we're drinking a lot of foam right now all at once.
I didn't hear
No, we're not.
Okay, good.
There's no foam over there.
Yeah, there's no foam.
Well, I'm purposely I'm purposely doing it on the top because I want to get the aroma. Well, I'm having a hard time getting the foam on this one. I don't have the pressure up enough.
Do you think it may be over-carbed?
Oh, no. These are actually, I mean, have you tasted one yet that seems over?
No.
I haven't, no.
No.
You know why? Because you're the one that carbonated most
I
of
would
those.
say that whoever carbonated these.
I carbed the Paradigm, and then I didn't carb
I
yours.
ended up putting carbonation in all but one of these. But some of them had some carbonation, but I kind of balanced it out. And I'll have to say that I was a little nervous about how the carbonation would be, because first thing I did was remove, a lot of them had yeast on the bottom because they'd been sitting for a long time.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing because they cleared up.
This is possibly the palest of the pales. Isn't that crazy?
Which one is it?
The Mackinac.
Oh,
This
I
is the one I
love that
brewed.
smell.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you know what?
I love that aroma.
I love that color.
I do too.
Yeah, that looks so much better. That's Kolschy.
It is very Kolsch. I brewed a pale ale as a Kolsch better than I can brew a Kolsch as a Kolsch.
Imagine that.
That's
Yeah.
a good beer.
Didn't it turn? I
You did
love that.
really good.
I love
Yes,
that.
you did.
This was my first brew on the Browtodd. First time on a Herm system by myself. Not my first time on a Herms, and first time on that system. And if I could brew that good a beer every time I brew on that system, I'll be a happy guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
That's
aromatics
good.
aren't quite where you'd want them to be, and that's the hop, not the brewer.
Yeah. No. I agree with you.
But it's got great body. And
Sure is clear, though, for a pale ale.
Yeah,
So we have to tell you the story. I love this story.
I don't.
that's
We
very good.
we were
They
brewing
tried it.
this, and we had all the grain, and we had it in 2 vessels. So we got all the grain out of one vessel, we got all the grain out of the other vessel, and we're pouring it in, and we're getting it all done, and I go, "Are you sure you got all the grain?" And he looks at me and goes, "Yes, do you think I'm an idiot? Of course I got all the grain." And we finished brewing it, and I walk over, and the other pound of grain sitting in a bag at the bottom of the barrel that we were talking about. It was pretty fun. He doesn't really think.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that. Okay, let's talk about Mackinac. Come on. You should be getting big tropical, citrus,
Yep.
melon, papaya, or spice aroma notes. I agree with all the above. Maybe not spice, even in the flavor or aroma. But
I don't think I've ever had papaya, so I don't know.
I was just gonna say, if you hadn't have told me, it wouldn't have come to my mind. But it does taste like papaya.
see, and it's a brain
That's
thing.
sweet,
'Cause
yeah.
when I read it, I was like, "Yep, I do taste it." But like you said, I would not have said papaya.
Yeah.
If I was blind taste testing, if I didn't read that first.
Well, I don't know if this makes sense, but the taste of the hop seems sweet, like
is.
papaya. Yeah, it's got that tropical.
This
hop
is another
flavor.
one of those lawnmower beers.
Oh, this would be good
for me.
Yeah.
This would be really good in a hazy.
You know what?
Beer.
I need to see. My dad we have still probably 3 gallons of it left. Maybe we should take it to the beach with us on our beach trip. So this would be a good beach beer.
You know, James, before you leave, I'm sure
I hadn't
one or
forgot
two of
about
these
that.
kegs are yours. Yeah.
I have not forgot about that, sir.
Yeah, so because right now in my barn I have over 35 gallons of beer on tap, And it's been a long time since I've had 8 kegs on tap.
And that's
Thank you,
2 thumbs
James.
up.
I appreciate it. You're the man. And only one of them we didn't brew. We have a guest brew, which is a Czech dark lager.
Oh, yeah.
And that's from Teddy's Brew House. And our friend Wes brewed that.
Yep.
And James and I were in Prague.
Yep.
Walking down the street.
And
ran
Josh.
Right,
I was there.
I'm sorry.
My friend James and I, by ourselves.
We were all there.
My friend James and I and Josh.
And that guy with the purple hat. Some guy with a purple hat kept following us.
We're walking through Prague, and we run right into Wes. Wes lives a mile that way. He's my closest neighbor.
Yep.
We run into him in Prague. I mean, we did know he was going there, but we didn't think we would run into him.
No.
And
Yeah.
we run into him and his whole family, and we went and had a Czech dark lager. So when I went to his brew house, I had to get the Czech
It's really
dark
good.
lager, and it's
It
really
is.
good. But yeah,
All right. I finished mine. I think that was the first one I chugged.
that was good.
It was real good. I like the
Well, we
finish
only
of
have
it.
one more, don't we?
Good job.
Yeah, we do only have one more.
Yeah, that's one of my
Okay,
favorites.
and I'm not gonna lie. We've been tasting these before. This is
Yeah.
our first time.
I haven't had that one.
This is our first time kind of. Oh, you hadn't had mine yet?
No,
I didn't know that. This is kind of our first time though doing them all side by side by side. And this last one, this is the one Joe brewed, and this has nothing to do with Joe. The Hydra hop, it was not my favorite. And when you read the description on it, like I think the green grape that it says comes through, really comes through. So
Maybe a bit too much.
maybe a bit too much.
Yeah.
And he did everything. He did it on the Browtodd. And did he use your Big Bertha, or what did he ferment in?
He fermented in the spike. No, he did. He did buckets. No, he did the spike conical. He was the first one to brew these hop test batches. He did it in the spike at room temp. And I think it's set in the primary, or it's conical, so there's no such thing, for 3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks. So it fermented all the way down, so it should be pretty dry.
Right, yeah.
10-10, I think, is what he ended up with.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so here is that one. Now I will say this. This one has aroma.
Yes.
Yeah, it has this one definitely has a spicy aroma.
Exactly.
Very spicy.
Which, funny enough, that's the only one it doesn't say spicy on. It says bright citrus, tangerine, mandarin, clementine, green grape, and orange rind.
Orange rind.
Or even, clementine.
Yeah, or
Orange.
clementine, that's it.
So, so full disclosure on this, because we don't want to hang them high under the bus if it's not what we were hoping for. We're not absolutely sure it doesn't have a flaw, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it could have a slight, something may have.
It's hard to, I mean, this is the one
This is actually a lot better than the one I tried 3 weeks ago.
I was just about to say that this does not the one we tasted in the other keg had a flaw. This doesn't seem like
this is pretty good.
This one is pretty good. I mean, it's putting out what it's supposed to. The other one was sour. This is not sour.
This
I
isn't
think
sour.
No, it's not
No,
bad.
it's not.
Todd got the good keg.
Yeah. Well, you know what I think it is? The kegerator we have at work, we have, Joe did a blueberry puree.
That's right, the cream ale.
Cream ale.
Yep.
And I think it got put through several lines, and it's old. It's got to be a year old.
We replaced all the lines. You
Yeah.
did. I say we. It was the royal we. You
After the
replaced
fact.
all the lines.
Yeah, because I had the paradigm, and I'm not Todd. I connected it and thought, well, I'll flush it with some beer, No, it was terrible.
Wait, what did I do wrong?
I got to have a little more of that. I have to say, I kind of like that now.
It's spicy. It's a little spicy for me, but it's not. When you first shared it with us, Todd, or pardon me, it was at the brew room. I was like, no, something's wrong. This one is how it's supposed to taste.
Yeah.
I believe, because the clementine is coming through for sure.
Yep.
The green grape is coming through for sure on my palate.
I like it.
I do too.
The other thing too is that This one's a little high. If I remember right, this is a higher alpha acid.
Yeah, it should be.
Very.
What is it?
Almost 12.
Yeah. So it's one of the highest.
This may be one that, in fairness, would also come out more as a bittering hop.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Dual purpose.
Yeah, dual
for sure.
purpose. Yeah.
Interesting.
It wouldn't be the hop I would use.
Right, yeah. No, this is probably one of my least favorite, but this is, I'm pleasantly surprised because, again, I was expecting the flavor out of the keg from the brew room, and this is not it, which actually, that makes me feel better because I didn't want to, I mean, when we try things, we're objective as much as we can, but we don't like when we don't like something. Like it bothers me to no end. And when Todd was trying to tell me, it's a feature, not a flaw. When I was like, no, dude, that tastes sour. Because you tried to convince both of us for that whole day. And then he even got Joe down. Josh is saying your beer sucks. I said, no, I didn't say that.
He said that. Yeah.
I didn't say the beer sucks. I said...
all the way under the bus.
He did, yeah. But now I can say, Joe's got to come out here and try it off of yours because this is how it's supposed to taste. Mm-hmm. This is true to what their
But
notes
it still
are.
has some of that taste.
A little bit.
On the end, but not like it was. No, the one at the brewery.
But y'all, I guess what I'm saying is this is a taste that y'all don't necessarily like, and I do.
Oh no, correct.
Yeah.
But the way it was there was like a Belgian. I mean, it was even more offensively Belgian. Which because I'm not to disparage Belgian beers. I just mean it was like a sour Belgian-y, even like I don't know, farmhouse. It was obviously not from the hop, is what I'm getting at.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Yeah, we need to do a Kvik.
Yeah, Kvik. I got yelled. I got corrected by no less than like 30 people.
Kvik. It's all the same.
I got to come up with my pronunciation that I'm going to use from now on, just to annoy people.
Yeah, our friend Anna Britt, she wrote me and she goes, "Why do you think like Imperial puts it's Kviking, like because they call it Kveiking, like a Viking, Kviking." I was like, "No, Kveking, obviously. Like get your Kveking butt back in here."
No, that's Texan Norwegian. That's what I am.
He's a Texan Norwegian, exactly. Tomato, Browtodd. It's all whatever.
Well, some good hops though. It's so.
I agree.
It's so cool to try 7 hops that are brand new that nobody's tried before. Well, some people have, but
I am happy though we're brewing other stuff now. Like that we're able to brew more. Poor James has had 7 straight brew days of pale ale.
I want some more German lagers. That's what I want.
Yeah, I was like, this is all we can brew, and nobody liked me
He was
for it.
adamant
I have to
about
be
it.
the bad guy sometimes.
Well, when he says nobody, he's talking about me.
And these hops, like if you go to homebrewsupply.com and you look at them, or go straight to Hang 'em High, you can see what styles these. I mean, pale ale was a base recipe we used because it's pretty neutral, and it allowed these to shine through. These hops, each one kind of has a specific purpose where it best shines through. So at this Hydra, you're brewing an actual IPA or something. You put this Hydra in, and you're going to get, or like if you're doing a hazy, I can see people throwing in a bunch of this.
Sure.
There was another one in here that would be good with the hazy, but I can't remember what the name of it.
Paradigm, probably.
I think the bergamot would be really good because it's got a lot of citrusy flavors, kind of like Citra.
Yeah. Is it the Paradigm?
Paradigm.
To me, the Paradigm would be excellent in the hay.
Yeah.
Because it's got all that tropical.
Well, you could do both. You could do the bergamot and the Paradigm together, and just load it up on the Whirlpool. And
most of them have like 15 hops in them. So
yeah.
None of these are German noble, so I can't use them for a Kolsch, but
Right. Well,
you could for a lawnmower beer.
You're right, absolutely. I could use that Michigan Copper for a lawnmower beer. You're right. It'd be.
Well, that was a lot of fun. I'm glad we did this. I think we need to do this more, where we do a specific experiment like this. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Particularly when James brews all the beer.
When also
maybe not 7 at a time.
We get people in our Chub Club who say, "I want y'all to do more like taste testing and then get sloshed." I guess we're funny when we're sloshed. Anyway.
That doesn't make for good video or a podcast.
So, before we end this, that burped a little bit. I got some buildup in the line.
Are we doing a check dark pills?
Yeah, but I'm totally screwing this up. Let me slow the pour down a little bit.
We'll just sit here awkwardly, Todd.
Okay, no problem.
The wonders of editing video.
Okay, now I got it. So I'm going to pour a little dark Czech lager.
Actually, I think, Todd, that was the one that I helped Wes develop.
It is.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
And this is totally different. And although it comes from a commercial brewer, a home brewer developed it. Actually, Wes started home brewing
Yep.
when he met me and we met James and we all got together and he became a commercial brewer now. So
Yeah, and he cut his teeth brewing.
So, definitely prost on this one.
Yes.
At your brewing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would come in on Fridays. That's how he learned to brew. He would come in and brew.
Damn, that's so good.
Oh, that is good. Wow.
All right, I changed my mind. That's what I'm drinking tonight.
That'd go good with the cigar.
Yeah, we'll go with the cigar.
That's what I've been doing. Every once in a while, I'll smoke a little cigar, and my health insurance company doesn't need to know about that, though.
I'll cut this out. I was going to say, my doctor just gave me a warning about my blood pressure, but I'm only doing this once a week.
Right. Every other week.
Yeah, every other week. Yeah, no one's ever died from cigars and beer. But anyway, thank you all for joining us.
Dark Czech lager, I recommend that too.
Highly recommend it. I think this was a great idea. This kind of reminds me, we're going to come up with another competition. I've had, not exaggerating, triple-digit low hundreds of people saying, what's the next contest? If
German pills or German lager.
People are saying Marzen and Fest beer. We could, because they're saying, hey, if we do that, you need to tell us so we can start brewing now.
Yeah.
To get it ready for.
Wow, the tastings would be brutal.
And we're going to do this one. The
would be-
next one is going to be in St. Marcus.
I mean, we'd have to
Josh's
break that up
house,
in
so.
2 weeks.
Yeah, y'all can come to my house. We'll do it at my house.
Oh, because most Marzens
What
are
are they,
pretty
7.5?
high. Yeah, that would be brutal.
Oh, yeah.
We could do alt beer. I had a lot of people saying they'd do alt beer. They'd enter.
Okay.
I think we ought to do a Pilsner.
Deal. I'm up
Yeah.
with that.
A German or a Czech Pilsner, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
We'll finalize it, but I like that idea.
Yeah.
Very crisp. We know what we've had plenty.
Yeah, and we could divvy out the samples left over.
Or a hazy IPA. We could do a hazy IPA, huh?
I'm ending this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have a recommendation for taste testing or something we should do, leave it in the comments below or go to homebrewhappyhour.com where this is posted as well. We hope that you join us for future videos, and we thank you tuning in to our weekly podcast. If you want more information on our Trub Club, go to homebrewhappyhour.com/club or patreon.com/homebrewhappyhour. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.